Have you ever woke up one morning and wondered, why do I feel so empty inside? Why do I just feel sad, as if all the color has drained out of my favorite things? Maybe you used to get a rush from music, from hanging out with friends, from creative projects, or just taking a peaceful walk. But now, nothing sparks that same joy. If you're asking yourself, what happened to me? You're not alone. What if I told you that there's a surprising reason so many of us feel sad and hollow right now? A reason that's less about something being wrong and more about something new starting within you. Today on the Growth Mindset Project, we're exploring why you feel empty and why this single experience may actually be pointing you toward a deeper, more lasting happiness than you ever imagined. Before we dive in, take a second to subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss any videos designed to help you transform your struggles into strength and find lasting growth even on your darkest days. So let's continue. Most of us associate sadness and emptiness with loss, dysfunction, maybe even depression. We believe if we feel sad, flat, or like the joy is seeping out of our lives, something has gone wrong. Our hearts whisper, "What's wrong with me? Am I broken? Am I drifting away from joy forever?" But what if this empty feeling isn't a sign that you're falling apart, but that you're evolving? Imagine it like this. For years, maybe even decades, you've built your happiness around emotional props, little hits of relief. When you're hungry, you eat and feel good. When you're bored, you find excitement in a novelty. When you're lonely, you look for company. Our lives become a sequence of feeding emotional needs, patching up painful gaps with little doses of pleasure. And it works, until suddenly it stops. You eat your favorite meal and it's flat. You finish a Netflix series and wonder, why do I feel sad instead of satisfied? You meet up with friends, but you crave to go home as much as you crave to be with them. The music, the plans, even your spiritual routines, all the things that once filled you, seem hollow. You may even think, maybe I just need to find new activities, new hobbies, a new group of people. Maybe the fix is out there. But here's the hidden truth. Many of the joys we experience before we mature are actually reactions to lack, not expressions of fullness. Much of our happiness isn't about real growth, but about temporarily easing inner discomfort. At some point, often at unexpected times, life, or even something deeper within you, begins to cut away those emotional safety nets. It's not about punishment, and it's not about you losing the ability to feel. It's a purification. You stop depending on whatever used to work to fill you and start entering a new stage where surface pleasures lose their charm. If you've reached this place and you feel sad, that's natural. What you're actually experiencing is the dismantling of old emotional dependencies. The activities that once lifted you up now leave you unmoved, not because you're becoming dull, but because you're being prepared for something more stable and lasting. Now, I want you to pause for a moment. If you're relating to what I'm saying, please like this video and leave a comment sharing what's lost its flavor for you. Your story could help others feel less alone. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep going on this growth journey together. Let's get back into it. It's normal to panic when you feel sad, and it's tempting to want to fix it instantly. But the truth is, many people interpret this state as a sign they've grown cold or broken inside. The reality is the opposite. What's turning off is the part of you that could only find joy in the fleeting, the shallow. It's like outgrowing a childhood toy. The toy didn't become worse, you just became bigger. And so we find ourselves entering what many traditions call the desert. Not a literal one, but that internal landscape where nothing outside seems to satisfy. Social plans feel flat. The music doesn't move your soul. Creative work loses its spark. Even moments that felt deeply spiritual now often feel neutral, or worse, empty. But in this desert, something crucial is happening. You're being trained to find joy in something deeper. Instead of continually patching yourself with external pleasures, you're being freed from constant need. You learn to rest, not to endlessly chase after the next big emotional hit. Yes, it can feel sad at first. It can feel like being cut off from the world's color and sound. This can be terrifying if you've always measured happiness by excitement or adrenaline. But listen carefully. True maturity rarely manifests as intense highs. It's peace, not fireworks. Stability, not constant stimulation. As the old supports fall away, you may grieve. You might believe you've lost something precious. But what you're truly losing isn't joy, it's the illusion of joy. And in time, what replaces it is a kind of well-being that doesn't depend on circumstances. Emptiness scares us because we mistake the absence of temporary pleasure for the absence of real joy. But in fact, the process of losing your dependence on stimulation is what lets you finally rest. Instead of living by whatever next excites you, you learn to live from a place of quiet confidence. Maybe for the first time, you're able to sit in silence without needing to escape it. Quick reminder, if this message resonates with you and you want more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your experience below. So, let's push even deeper. You may be wondering, how long will this last? Will I always feel sad or empty? There's no set timetable. For some, it lasts weeks. For others, months or longer. But one thing is certain. You have not been abandoned by life, or by hope, or by any higher purpose you hold dear. Deep changes always start in silence. Roots grow when no one is watching. The deepest lessons take hold in the quiet, when distractions fall away and only the essential remains. During this time, there's a powerful temptation to run back to the old joys, to try to feel something again, to chase after distractions, comfort foods, activities that once sparked joy, or even moving from one relationship to another in search of feeling full again. But here's the hard truth. What filled you before can't fill you now. Chasing after old highs will only leave you more frustrated, and this frustration actually serves a purpose. It's a signpost. It tells you that you're being summoned to find your sense of meaning and joy in something real, in a sense of peace and presence that doesn't need constant renewal. Often, as the noise inside and outside fades, a new kind of joy emerges. It's not the spike of euphoria that comes from a win or a treat. It's deeper, a quiet steadiness that persists even when your days are ordinary and your activities unremarkable. You no longer identify solely with what you feel day to day, but with who you are at your core. Your sense of self and contentment doesn't depend so much on emotion, but on conviction and purpose. And you realize the presence of real happiness, of deep fulfillment, isn't about chasing one uplifting moment after another. It's about resting in the knowledge of your own growth, your worth, your deeper connection to what sustains you. As uncomfortable as it is, this stage is not punishment, it's preparation. The emptiness you feel sad about is not a void, but a space being cleared for something more solid to grow, a foundation no disappointment can knock down. If this video sparked something inside you, check out our other episodes on transformation and emotional growth here on the Growth Mindset Project. And don't forget, tap the bell so you never miss a moment on your journey to deep, lasting joy.